if you love me,
you will support me.
And the support is not just that you're giving me money, but you have to buy my Asoebi.
It's also cultural, like it's become part of our culture. You want to be able to have a sense of belonging.
I think it's just money making. At the same time, I don't want to be limited.
Wankara will just say no. So on this show today, we just want to talk about Asoebi. I know that if you are not a Nigerian, you might be wondering what is Asoebi, but if you're a Nigerian or you're around people who are Nigerians, you would know what Asoebi is. Like this, my friend here, she's from Sierra Leone, but she knows exactly what Asoebi is. And her name is, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Yema Blah.
Yema Blah. It's so good to have you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Yema.
Yeah. And you know, BC, please go ahead. You know,
and my name is Olabisi full, but BC for short.
Yes, from all the way from Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, so we just wanted to talk about this concept today because you know we noticed that it has become a phenomenon. Like it's mostly like part of every party. People even ask or they expect that you know Asoebi is something you would present if you're having a party, and if you say you're not having Asoebi, like it's people like look at you weird. So I'm going to start with you, Yema. Do you think like it has become a culture that has come to stay?
I think so because I'm from Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone we also have part of the Nigerian culture in us. So at the same time, we call it Asoebi, which is spelled Ashorbi.
Oh wow,
so
that's interesting.
We call it Asoebi, and we used to wear it only for like weddings, and that's about it. But now, even if you're having a birthday or any kind of
Are you for real?
christening or any little get together, they want to sew something that few people wear alike. So I think it's becoming a norm. Mostly, I would say, I don't know about the other parts of Africa, but mostly in West Africa,
West
it's
Africa,
becoming the norm of every little thing. People will ask you, are you getting Asoebi? Like for instance, I'm having an upcoming birthday event, and I've been asking the question several times.
Oh wow, people are expecting that you have Asoebi.
Yes, I'm like, no, I'm not really into that. My color is this color, so if you can put it on, that's fine, but you don't have to put it on.
Oh, okay.
You know, so.
Hello, my name is Juliana, and I'd like to welcome you very specially to the Ladies Platform Podcast. Wow, we're so happy to have you here. And if you're wondering what the show is about, if this is your first time watching the show, we're Christian girlies, ladies, whatever you want to call us, and we just talk about issues that affect us that people really don't talk about because we love to have meaningful conversations. So how come you're not into Asoebi? Because it looks like it's a culture and it's acceptable, but how come you are not into it?
Yeah. For me, I think it's just money making, and at the same time, I don't want to be limited. So
Limited
by saying this, I should wear this, or if not, you're out. It's a privilege for me to go to your event. I don't have to go, even though you invite me. So don't force me. And most of you have to spend money.
Oh yeah.
You know, Asoebi is not free. You have to buy it. And sometimes your financial situation does not allow you to be able to splurge like that. And also it depends on how close you are to that person, the way I also look at it. So if it's my sister or somebody like that, definitely I will get it. But if it's just a friend from somewhere that is doing a party or anything of that sort, I'll double think about it. Like, do I really need it?
Okay.
I'm not that close to that.
So this brings me to what I'm thinking. Like, let me just ask you this question before I go to BC. Like you said, if it's a close person, so if you buy from a close person and then you don't buy from another person who thinks they are close to you, but you don't see them in that light, don't you think that will become a problem?
It may be, but I may not look at it that way. Yeah, that person may feel offended.
Oh yeah.
Say you did it for Sister A, why did you
didn't
cancel
do
it
it.
for me?
Yeah.
But again, I think it's a personal thing.
It's a personal
It's up to the individual.
Yes.
If you can afford it, go for it.
Mm,
If you cannot, I don't think you should break the bank.
yeah.
Because people are like, they don't have it, but they wanna
Even going to the extent of getting debt, getting debt and
so
borrowing. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Cecilia. So I'd like to go to you, BC. Like, so do you think that this Asoebi has come to stay? Is it like a culture that has come to stay? Do you see it in the next generation going into the future of we always having to ask people to buy because we're having a party?
Yeah, I think it's something I believe is here to stay. Even for the generation that feel they don't need it, there's always the influence of the previous generation. So even if a young person is having an occasion and you say, I don't want it, their mom, their aunties, somebody will be like, no, you must have it, and eventually you just be like, there's a compromise, like go ahead and do whatever you want to do. So I think it's here to stay. The only thing now is how, like the manifestation of it, the kinds of things that they will use. Some people will call it almost like a uniform for the event. So it will now depend on the next generation and the ones coming after on how they want to express it. But I still think there will still be that element of everybody must have this particular thing to show that you belong to the celebrant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you personally, it's how do you view Asoebi? Would you do you buy it? Do you wear it? Do you like the concept? Do you like the culture?
I'm like Sister Yama. Sometimes it's like it's a lot of hassle. It's expensive, but truth be told, when you enter the occasion and you see the Asoebi, if it's done right, it looks really nice.
If it's done right.
If it's done, like I have to say that because there are times you look at it and like maybe the colors just threw up at the event, like everything is everywhere. You're like, this is too much, but when it's done right, it really makes it sort of adds this oomph to the occasion. Everybody is looking like radiant and very So for me, I don't always buy because if I can't afford it, or if like she said, if you're not close to the person, it's like, what's the point? Sometimes I buy even if I'm not close because I like the fabric. So it's a choice. It's not like gone to your head, you must buy, But if you're close to the person, it feels like gone to your head.
So let's talk about the finances of it. And I'll still ask you because you are more into finance. So what's the financial implication? And what do you do in situations where, sometimes you don't just have the budget and it's so hard? Because probably the person is like your sister, a friend that is close to you, and you can't say no. So when do you draw the line between saying, oh wow, you are very close to me, I don't want to be left out, but I truly cannot afford this?
It's tough. Because if really that person is very close to you, you have to find a way.
Yes, you have to find a way.
It's like you really have to find a way. But in the end, I think we're getting to the point where everybody is like, this thing is not a do or die. It's an occasion. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be, stressful or strenuous. Even financially. So at that point, when it gets to a head, like if you absolutely cannot, you have to call your friend or your sister aside and say, you know what, I can't. It's either they would give it to you and say, have it for free, or we'll work something out. Then you guys can do that. But if you absolutely cannot, then you don't. But truth be told, that might put a strain on that relationship. I'm not gonna lie.
It might put a strain because people see it as, if you love me,
you will support me.
And the support is not just that you're giving me money, but you have to buy my Asoebi.
Yes.
In fact, I don't know, Sister Yama might not know this because she's not Nigerian, and you don't speak so much of Yoruba. But I don't know if you've heard this term, wankara jesemo. I would interpret that like semovita, right? You know that food, that's semovita, they share it at parties. So if you're not Ankara is the fabric. If you don't have my fabric, if you don't buy my fabric, I'm not going to serve you semovita. So the interpretation is, I'm not going to serve you food. You're not going to be like you might be in the party
like
exactly. But you're not going to partake of the goodies of this party because you're not wearing Asoebi. So what do you think about that?
I think that's lame. It's lame because
I like that.
At the end of the day, I mean, you've invited me.
Yeah.
And I don't have to express to you if you don't know what I'm going through.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, in this world or this economy that we live in, everybody's going through a lot, whether financially, emotionally. So at the same time, don't separate me because I don't wear your thing. If you love me and you invited me, just let it be. You know how many people have asked, must I wear purple or gold? I said, you don't have to.
Yeah, that's for your upcoming party.
Yes.
Right? We're going to party.
Yay!
It's honey with the big 5-0. So you don't have to limit people, or you don't have to look down at people. You being the celebrant or the whatever, if you can help, why not? But if you can't, just leave it open. For me, I would just use that word, leave it open. Whoever afford, go ahead.
Yeah.
But don't segregate.
Okay. So I would also want to ask this question. You know, like you've heard of the herd mentality, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that we as Africans don't question things? We just do things even without thinking because we see that a lot of people are doing that particular thing. We just do it. So in the case of this Asoebi, do you think like it's a herd mentality thing, or just that's the like people are not really asking questions. Is it ingrained in our culture, or is it just something some people came up with and they just keep passing from one generation to another and you're not asking questions?
I think it's a mix. Like you said, we don't really question things oftentimes. But I would say also, it's also cultural. Like, it's become part of our culture. Like, you want to be able to have a sense of belonging. I think it's also a basic human need. Like, so if the person offering the Asoebi wants support, the person buying it wants a sense of belonging. Like, you don't want to be left out.
Yeah,
you want to be part of whatever is going on. So I think it's a mix. Yes, we can question it. There are a lot of things in our culture that we should question.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's like, it's our culture, and then everybody just lets it go like that. So, yeah.
Is what they call FOMO, right? The fear of missing out.
And they'll be like, are you the first person to have a party that you not, offer Asoebi? So I think it's here to stay. It's part of the culture. It's not a hurt thing.
Yeah. And also, again, just to add to it, is we just look at it as it's part of the culture. But don't forget, we have the Gen Z or the younger generations coming up, and they ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So they're not going to just take that answer as it's part of the culture. What do you mean culture? And the old school are gonna go on with their Asoebi, but the way I see these younger ones, they're not gonna go into it.
Yeah.
So there's gonna come a time where the line is gonna be split or drawn.
Yeah.
So all that have to be taken into. Don't get me wrong. It's a good thing to see everybody come together and in one accord in that same uniform, but there may be a time that you phase out when children's children the questioning.
What is this? Why is everybody dressing the same way?
And you cannot give them
in this AI generation,
right? And they will be like, you know what? I'm going with my black.
Oh yeah.
My basic cocktail black, and they're good.
But then Asoebi has different levels. Like you can call Asoebi with color, which is what you're trying to do. So everybody is like, that's the color of the day.
Some people don't. People that are really into Asoebi, they don't do colors because the joy and it's a class thing
that you must have.
How would you just call colors? You want to show that if you see that my lace, sweet lace, you want that kind of like especially the Yoruba people. The Yoruba people
come out and dance with your Asoebi.
I was going to say that other cultures do it too, but for them it might be like a t-shirt, like everybody's wearing that t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Like Zoe's graduation, our friend's graduation,
we all had a branded
t-shirt.
So that's a form of Asoebi. I think that's where the younger generation.
But what I like about what Zoe's mom did was she just made it for like a select few, and then she gave us because she didn't want to stress us.
I was just going to
say
that.
if you want to do Asoebi, do you think that if you want to do Asoebi, you should be able to give people that
you don't put them in that
pressure.
If you can afford it,
why not?
Why not?
When my younger sister got married, I
it.
love she's probably of the younger generation. She did the same. Like she just decided, you know what, it's going to be the head tie. And she gave everybody. There was no, you must bring money. She just went around.
Because this segregation is like being racial. You know, in a party, sometimes if you go to those Nigerian parties, sometimes you feel so left out. Like you see them. Some of these souvenirs they're giving you, you don't even need those things.
But then
they're giving everybody. Why not me?
Yes.
Exactly.
You know, so you really don't. I've gone for some parties that the person doesn't want anybody to feel left out, and you feel like, oh, this person is being reasonable and being, you know, human. But you see a lot of other people, you know, that like they become mini gods, just sharing gifts and, you know, just
and the friends do the same thing. It's only the people with that.
And some of them, when they give you that invite or whatever, you must buy my Asoebi, you must buy
we're not talking anymore. We're not talking. In fact, there was a video that was going viral at one point. One elderly woman, I think she turned 60. You know, she was being very nasty to people that didn't wear Asoebi. She was saying they are not supposed to be in the party.
Oh, wow.
Anybody that is not wearing there should move out. It was going viral some years back.
Oh, wow.
Should get out of her party.
Yeah, she missed the boat on that one.
This dying and age.
You know, people take time out to attend your occasion.
Exactly.
You should be
grateful that they're
if you prepare everything and nobody shows up, or only your Asoebi people show up, maybe unless she has such a large crowd of people. But even at that, when people show up, at least appreciate them.
So do you think it's a way of raising money for the party?
I think
raising
so.
funds.
That's one thing. Yeah,
I think
it's
so.
a way.
I think so.
Because they kind of profit out of it. Because if it costs $10, they're gonna do it for $12.
$12? They'll do it for 20.
I'm just saying the number.
I'm like being modest.
No, I'm just saying the number. I know it's more than that, you know. So I think number one, it's making profit out, and it should not be that way. Okay. It's a celebration. You know, so come and don't get the people you have to spend to come to my celebration. We are Africans, we're givers, we're not like I don't want to start calling out, but some other people, you pay to go to you pay for the plate of rice to enter into their party, you know, or you bring your own food and everybody put it together.
We're not like that. That's not us.
So that's not us. So I don't think you should tax people to say it should be optional. For me, Asoebi should be optional.
So that's your take. Asoebi should be optional. Okay, so what's your final take?
I think it's either it should be optional or you should be able to provide it.
But if you now have a large crowd of people,
then
except you're like maybe like a Dangote, you know, an Otedola,
Adeleke, something that you can afford to give everybody, or make it optional. Like if it's going to be that expensive for people to buy, make it optional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the people that I also feel like they have really profited from this are the tailors, because some tailors, or you want to call them fashion designers, they charge in millions of naira just to be able to make your Asoebi.
And they know Asoebi season, whenever it's like weddings and all this, they're going to profit because everybody wants to make their Asoebi. I think it's become a whole thing. All the different industries. Like
the makeup artists, the gilly artists,
and then you have to remember
the
to
fabric, the sewing.
And we are here in this part of the world to get a tailor or a seamstress.
And it's expensive.
Very expensive.
It's expensive,
you know.
And then the annoying part also is that you might never get to wear it again.
Yes.
Because the occasion, there might never be an occasion to wear it again in this part of the world. Even for Nigerian celebrities, it has become really hard for them to wear, because people are like, did she wear that? You know, so the pressure.
Celebrities, you and I, like if you use something that everybody saw in church.
We're celebrities. What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I apologize, people. We are celebrities. Okay, celebrities like us, you know, we don't want to repeat what we were.
I know.
And then you go to real events, you see the same person.
And you will feel odd. It's like, oh, that person wore that thing the other day.
Yes. So the pressure, you know, because I have like me, I personally I don't like Asoebi. I don't like it because I feel like I might not want that fabric, and I might not be able to wear that thing again, and I might not have the budget to get a tailor here in the US. And I don't like all the stress of sending something back to Africa. This stress is a lot.
Short.
Yeah, even if the time is long, like just the stress of sending it and bringing it back, they might not get your body type, the shape, the money you get to spend, and we need to be, like accountable for our resources. You can't just be spending money like that on things that really. It's better you just take some money and give that person, in my own opinion.
Yes.
You know, I mean, everybody should do whatever is good for them. Like it's not. But I feel like I would rather give you something and say, okay, congratulations, something I can afford, so other than you pressuring me to get something.
Because when you buy that Asoebi, you're like, what I've said, I'm not...
I'm not going to give you anything again. I've bought your
Asoebi. You already got money from me. So, and that should not be the case.
And then it becomes even like a chain reaction as well, or how do I say it? Because if you bought my... I bought your Asoebi. I have to, one good Sunday, deserves another. So at that point in time, I might not even have that capacity financially, and then so I'm pressured. So it's a whole lot, and that's what I really don't like.
I think as a people too, we are so used to this. Nothing is free, given. But as children of God, we should realize it's more blessed to give. Just like that's how the Sister Grandma started it. Like really, just have that at the back of your mind. So if you're doing an occasion, it's not about the profit, which has become the norm now. Yes, the norm is like, how much am I going to make from it? I won't lie, I feel like that at times too. But I think we need to have a mind shift. Like, you're inviting people, be gracious. You want them to come and enjoy themselves. So do it within your capacity. Don't do what you expect, like, I will need the money back. Do what you know that you can let go of, comfortably.
And it doesn't have to be a lot of people. Why do you have to keep inviting so many people? I like the fact that your party, you decided to 100 people. I mean, people that you can take care of. Why? What's all this pressure of wanting to be like, oh, maybe Iyabo will do this for her daughter.
And you also want to do
These people have, they have a huge network. At the end of the day, some of the celebrities that do their parties, they might not really spend anything from their own pocket. So do you, and nobody there's no law about it. Just do what is comfortable for you, your pockets and your future.
And people who you like, sometimes people just invite. You're not even close to that.
Oh yeah, just invite
do something intimate.
Your enemies, something that
care about you. You relate to that person. That's my theme. Like it's an intimate thing. I mean, thank God I don't have a huge hall where I need to. So it's if I invited you, you're really close to me. So you should have that rapport with that person. Not to say, oh well, because I need my Asoebi to sell, so I need to invite 1,000 plus when you don't have
the capacity
relationship or with that person. So it's a lot of things that should go into it. Number one, again, we met our ancestors doing it, people, our mom, our parents doing it, so it becomes the norm. But there's anything that we can revisit, look into it.
We should question
children are going to question it.
They will.
Question, and then we take it from there.
I'm sorry. The Yoruba in me say, please continue with Asoebi. Just do it right, okay? Just do it right. And don't pressure people. That's all. It's always nice to see, everybody looking gaily dressed in the colors.
Well, it looks nice. Do you? Me, I don't like Asoebi. Don't ask me to buy your Asoebi because I don't like it.
I think I've only bought one Asoebi since I got into this country.
Oh my goodness.
One. And that one was like...
Have you worn it since then?
I've worn it. I've worn it like twice.
That's good.
I've worn mine. Okay, each one I got, I did once.
Since I got into the US, I've done just one. And after that one, I don't plan to do it. Just in case you are planning to ask me, I'm not.
You really should ask you, I won't buy.
You won't ask me for Asoebi.
And again, you don't want to do something, you're doing it grudgingly. Don't give grudgingly. You're doing it and you're like, do I really have to buy this? Like, why am I? Don't do it. That's me. I don't want to do something. Be a cheerful giver. So, All
right, this was a very interesting one. So let's know in the comment section, what do you think? What's your own concept? What's your own principle when it comes to Asoebi? Thank you very much, and see you on the next episode of
The Ladies Platform Podcast. Bye.